There is a moment in competitive figure skating, one specific fraction of a second, where the laws of physics seem to break. The blade leaves the ice, the body becomes a blur, and by the time your brain has caught up to what your eyes just witnessed, it's already over. Most people in that arena have no idea what just happened, but the judges do, and they are struggling to contain themselves. His name is Ilia Malinin. He is 20 years old, and he just did something that the greatest skaters who have ever lived, people who spent entire lifetimes on the ice, never could. He just landed the quad Axel. Now, before you scroll away thinking this is just a sports video, stay with me, because this is actually a story about human limits, about what happens when someone decides that the impossible is just a problem nobody has solved yet, and about what it cost one young man and his family to rewrite the rulebook of an entire sport. Let's back up for a second. Figure skating at its highest level is a sport defined by one brutal truth: rotation. The more times you spin in the air before landing on a single blade, moving backward at 30 miles per hour, the higher your score, the harder it becomes, the more elite your status. A triple jump has been the baseline of elite competition since the 1980s. A quadruple jump, 4 full rotations, that was considered impossible until Kurt Browning first landed a quad toe loop in 1988. The skating world lost its mind. For decades, quads became the new frontier. Quad toe, quad salchow, quad loop, quad lutz, quad flip. Each one, when it debuted, felt like witnessing a miracle. But there was one jump that nobody even dared attempt at the quad level. One jump so technically demanding, so biomechanically punishing, that even the conversation about it felt hypothetical. The Axel. Here's what makes the Axel different from every other jump in skating, and this is the part most people don't realize. Every other jump launches from a backward edge. The Axel launches forward. That extra forward-facing takeoff adds a half rotation to everything. A double Axel is actually 2.5 rotations. A triple Axel, the one that made Midori Ito and later Tonya Harding famous, is 3.5 spins. So a quad Axel, 4.5 rotations in the air in roughly half a second. For 20 years, coaches around the world quietly told their most gifted students the same thing. The quad Axel is theoretically possible, but practically, maybe not. The human body's angular velocity requirements, the takeoff speed needed, the precision of landing, the margin for error is essentially zero. And then Ilia Malinin's parents looked at their son and saw something nobody else could see yet. Both of Ilia's parents are former elite figure skaters. His mother, Tatyana Malinina, competed for Uzbekistan. His father, Roman Skornyakov, also competed internationally. They understood this sport not as fans, but as practitioners. And when their son began skating as a young child, they recognized something extraordinary, not just in his talent, but in his fearlessness. He didn't experience jumps as threats, he experienced them as puzzles. When Ilia was still a teenager training in Colorado with coach Rafael Arutunian, the same man who shaped Nathan Chen into an Olympic champion, he started attempting what no one else would. Not in competition yet, just in practice, just to see. The coaching staff would later say they held their breath every single time. Because the quad Axel doesn't just require technique, it requires a specific physical profile that is almost impossible to develop on purpose. The speed of rotation, the core compression, the muscle memory of a takeoff that is fundamentally different from every other jump in the sport. You cannot simply decide to learn this. Your body either has the capacity or it doesn't. Ilia Malinin's body apparently has the capacity. In September 2022, at the US International Classic in Lake Placid, not the Olympics, not Worlds, just a relatively modest early season competition, Ilia Malinin stepped onto the ice, approached the Axel entry, launched into the air, rotated 4.5 times, and landed. Cleanly. The judges confirmed it. The skating world stopped. Decades of impossible, gone in one landing.
But here's what the highlight reel doesn't show you. Here's what the slow motion replay doesn't capture. The years of falls, the bruises that became a second skin, the moments of self-doubt that visit every athlete in the dark hours before a competition, the physical toll of attempting a jump that throws your body into configurations it was never designed for. Ilia trained this jump for years before he ever attempted it in competition. There were failures that would have ended most careers, impacts that have retired other skaters. He kept getting up. And when he finally landed it on the world stage at the 2024 World Championships, then again at the 2026 Winter Olympics, where he skated a program so technically unprecedented that the scoring system itself struggled to fully represent what it was witnessing, the conversation in the skating world permanently changed. No one else has ever landed a quad axel in competition, not once, not even close. Several of the world's top skaters have attempted it in practice. The overwhelming majority have abandoned the pursuit entirely. What Ilia Malinin does is not a refinement of what came before. It is a different category of performance. A physicist at MIT who analyzed his jump estimated the rotational velocity required places him in a percentile of human biomechanical capability that essentially has no precedent in the sport. That's not hype, that's physics. And yet here is the thing that gets me, the thing that should get you if you sit with it for a moment. Ilia Malinin doesn't carry himself as the man who knows he's doing the impossible. He doesn't perform amazement at his own capability. He is, by every account from those who train alongside him, remarkably grounded, focused. He talks about the quad axle the way a craftsman talks about a difficult joint in a piece of furniture, with respect for the difficulty, with patience for the process. That maybe is the most remarkable thing about him. Because the hardest thing in any pursuit, sports, business, science, art, isn't possessing the talent. It's carrying it without letting it become performance. It's staying curious about the problem even after you've solved it. Ilia Malinin is 20 years old. He has already done what everyone said was impossible. He is already asking what comes next. The question the skating world now quietly debates, in coaches' offices and training rinks from Colorado to Japan, is whether anyone else will ever replicate this, whether the quad axle belongs to this specific era, this specific body, this specific mind, or whether, like every other impossibility that has been cracked open in sports history, it will one day become something other skaters train toward. History suggests someone will eventually follow him through that door. But right now, Ilia Malinin is on the other side of that, alone. And if you've never watched him skate, I want you to do one thing after this video ends. Pull up the footage. Watch the moment of takeoff in slow motion. Watch the blur of his body in the air. And then when he lands, when the blade catches the ice and the crowd erupts, pay attention to his face. He doesn't look surprised. He looks like someone who always knew he'd make it across. That's what a legend in real time looks like. Don't blink. If this video changed how you see what human beings are capable of, and I genuinely believe it will, hit subscribe, because we're just getting started on stories like this. And leave me one comment below telling me, is there another athlete alive today doing something this singular? I want to hear who you're watching.